I've actually been sitting at the computer for the last minute or two reading all your comments here. And one of the comments, Rhonda said that Charlotte and Logan were jumping up and down saying Uncle Breck. I was thinking it'd be funny to start the live stream with me behind the video rack here, jumping up and down and saying Charlotte and Logan. How's everybody doing today? Mike's here. I think it's cool that when I put the little announcement up that this thing is going on at 11. That I think it's really cool when I come in. You guys are all talking to each other already. I guess that's why on those early days of COVID, when I had just first got my job, I'd go to work and just leave the live stream on the empty couch all day, and you guys would just sit and talk back and forth. That was awesome. Logan says your cat. Yeah, this is your cat, Logan. Gonna go be a ham. Now he's gonna be over on this side. Is that what you're gonna do, huh? Yeah, I saw that. Everybody's watching. That's great. Hi, everybody. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Logan. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Michael. Hi, Rhonda. You ain't gonna fall if you don't do something. I mean, I set you down. You got to put your legs out. You can't just sit there. Ugh. He's getting lazier and lazier. I was really worried. I'm always worried when it comes to wearing um, this shirt because it's like I'm just going to look like I'm a floating head here. I don't know. Yeah, couch camo. That's a good idea. That's a good thing. Needs to be a brighter color though. That does make me stand out a little bit, right? Makes it look real 3D. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, he's back. Of course, he's back. Yeah, you like the shirt? Yeah, this is one of the ones that when Jordan was making shirts for his channel, I learned how to do that, and I made a few of my own. That led to the couch cover too. That's just a queen size sheet. Charlotte says I look like Dale Jr., huh? All right. White loves the camera. Yeah, he likes to show his butt to the camera, but he likes the brush better. So how's everybody doing today? Yeah, it was good to see Jordan again. He was, a lot. We just did a lot of things without vlogging, so um, we had some fun. We went out and had some barbecue, and that was really good, and just kind of hung out for a while. It was fun. Hello from Minnesota, huh? I take it it's snowing in Minnesota. It's actually really warm here today. I kind of halfway debated doing the live stream outside. It's kind of overcast and supposedly some rain coming in tonight. But It's really warm, but unfortunately there's a breeze out there, and I just thought you'd be listening to wind noise the whole time. You're gonna plant some of your own fruit bushes too, huh? Yeah, I've been thinking a lot lately that I'd like to maybe put some you know fruit trees or something, apples or oranges. We had a peach tree in the backyard when I was a kid, and I love getting peaches right off the tree. Logan asks, "How's my Nana?" Let's see here. Nana sent me a text message like she usually does here. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Just checking in. All is well at the moment. Very cold, 40 degrees all the time. Got up to 48 today. Snow in the foothills. No rain for us though. Hope you and your viewers have a good week and having a happy Sunday. Was at the library with my sister, Brenda, my sister, my mom's daughter, to help get ready for the Scholastic Book Fair this week. I guess that's happening. And fun to be at school again without all the responsibility. My mom was a teacher, so yeah, she's helping my sister who's doing some tutoring and helping the school different ways. So there you go. You want a belly rub? Is that too foo-foo for someone, for a big ferocious beast like you? Belly rub, huh? Not so ferocious anymore, are you? Okay, that's it. The fur's starting to fly. It's kind of the same thing happened in the inverse here. I think last weekend, it was like 80 degrees one day and then like 29 the next. That's one of the things I love about this is the change of weather. You've heard me say that before. The looks he gives me. Yeah, right. Nasty wind there today, huh? And a good day to stay in and watch a live stream then, huh? Of course. You knew that was coming, right? I just figured since Nibble had made her appearance, I see her out there peering around the corner now. Got to work on my backhand a little bit. But she got one. How's Flash? I haven't heard from Flash for a while. I know usually about this time of year she'll be waking up for her from her hibernation. It really all depends on what the weather's like. If it's nice and warm out there, then she'll be up. If not, she won't. It isn't like some people think when hibernation a certain date comes along, you go to sleep, and then a certain date comes along, you wake back up again. It's all based on what the weather is, and if it's really cold, she's going to sleep. She can kind of go into hibernation mode, um, you know, very easily. Even in the middle of summer, it can be all of a sudden be a little cold streak, and she'll start going into hibernation. She'll be down for a few days. Or if it's a particularly warm day in December, she'll be up and about. Hey, Black Dot, how are you? Yeah, Jaw's a good boy. It was fun seeing him around it too. Can I predict the weather by her hibernation? No, but I can tell, I can look at what she's doing and see what the weather is. I mean, there's times when it's like really warm at night and she'll be out and about at night. Yeah, Charlotte's laughing about the vodka. It's water, girls, I promise you. I haven't done anything with the cabinet since. I'm going to kind of put that on hold for a little while and I'm going to think about it and figure out what my options are. I don't think I can live with them. I was looking at them last night, and the more I look at them, the more I hate them. They don't fit in with a house. And I'm also tired of cabinets that are only this high compared to me. When I got like, 10 inches of space above there, that would just open up the kitchen so much to blow out those bulkheads and push the cabinets up. Hey, Pigtooth is here. Hi, Pigtooth. The Lowe's said it was going to take a couple of weeks. Of course, that's the way it always is. You got to pay them instantly, but it's going to be a couple of weeks for them to get the money back to you. So I'm gonna see what happens on that, and there may be further actions involved. I'll just say that. Is it a pain to make them? You mean make the cabinets? Um, it's one of those things that you have to know your limits, and that is, I think, beyond my limits. You really have to have things really plumb and really square, and I think that might be more of a challenge than I'm up to. There are limits to what I can do. I called in professionals when it came to putting the patio in. The concrete on the patio. I called in the professionals when I had to tunnel under the house to fix the sewer line, and I'm going to call the professionals for this too. A starving real cabinet maker can make real and not MDF wood or work. Yeah, that would be nice. It'd probably also cost an arm and a leg. Yeah, I gotta agree. I don't know how a company like Lowe's can get away with that. I mean, one of the things I said to one of the people is, the problem with this cabinet maker is that this level of incompetence isn't just something that just happens by accident. That takes practice to be that bad. And if this has been Lowe's experience with them, why are they still a vendor? Hi 99% Irish. How are you? Peace right back to you. Yard work and pool season. Yeah, we'll be getting into that. I just noticed last couple of days that the tree right over the pool is starting to shed its leaves now. That's what happened last year. And you remember last year, I pulled the cover off after I thought, fall was over, and then just ended up having a bunch of leaves end up in the tree when the other tree dropped. So um, hopefully there'll be less cleanup this time. The water is still way too cold. It's got to be in the 50s or 60s, I think, at this point. You might be right there, Black Dot. But I mean, I was looking at him, even disconnected from my anger at Lowe's. I was just looking at him, and the more I look at him, it's just, I don't get what they were trying to do. Well, I guess they were trying to make him look aged, but they look horrible. You look at even the flat area, the finished area. It looks like it's got little cracks in it. That's another thing that's supposed to make it look aged, but it just makes it look old. I don't know. Good morning, Gene. How are you? Yeah, well, that's what surprised me too, Peg, last year. Is I figured, okay, well, fall is when the leaves fall, and you figured, okay, so that'll be at the beginning of fall. Once fall is done, everything that still has leaves isn't going to drop their leaves. Well, yeah, I was wrong because the one right over the pool, it drops its leaves right about now. So it's a lot of owning a house is just learning. Mm. To get the window and the car fixed. No, I haven't done that yet. That's something I got to look into. Maybe that'd be a good project for this weekend. Yeah, well, that's what I hope it is a replace. I hope it's something that can fix. Even if it isn't a perfect fix, it's on the passenger side, so it isn't really that big a deal. If it, I don't want it to crack worse because sometimes those chips in the window can all of a sudden start spreading. Well, that's one of the concerns I have here because I think, in addition to vibration, which can happen anywhere, one of the things that can cause a ding like that to spread is when it gets really cold and when water freezes in there. Yeah, I've been thinking about that too, Peg Tooth. Probably be a good idea to do that. Yeah, well, I suppose freezing rain, cracking your windshield is more of a likelihood where you live than where I live. Yeah, but even here, it gets cold enough to do that. I think we're probably past it this year. Yeah, welcome to Canada. Everybody got quiet here. How's my mom? My mom is doing good. She sends me a text now every Saturday night because she knows that question always comes up. Basically, it's been kind of a relaxing period there. It's a little cold right now, so she's kind of hunkering down a little bit. But I guess she's helping my sister. My sister does some tutoring for the school. My sister's actually a teacher, and my mom was a teacher before she retired. And my sister's been doing a little stuff with a book drive that's coming up, and my mom has been helping with that. So my mom enjoys doing that kind of stuff. She said it was fun to be back in a school again without having any responsibility. I hope the berry farm comes to life too. You see the cover photo of this live stream though, that one of them's already starting to sprout a little bit. That's only been a week. Yeah, who knows? Maybe it was somebody here that came up with the Lowe's blows thing. I haven't kind of running with that. Do I still have to wear a mask at work? Yes. I'm so over that. That's the best part about the weekend is not having to wear the mask. They want us to work smart at work, but then they deprive us of oxygen by making us breathe in our own carbon dioxide. Yeah, that's good. I don't know enough about it, but several people have commented on the video and said that it may be a few days before I get, or a few years before I get berries out of them. So yeah, that was the anniversary video for my dad. That was sort of a spur of the moment thing. I honestly the day can't kind of was coming and going, and I hadn't even really thought about it. My mom mentioned it last week on our weekly telephone call and asked if I was going to do anything. I said I hadn't really planned on it, but she was right. So I guess it seemed like a good thing to do. The hubby says we need a Lowe's Blows T-shirt. Actually, I got some thoughts kind of going around my head for another T-shirt. I gotta wait for another good deal at Big Frog though. Thank you, Rhonda. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's been 2 years since we lost him. And of course, there's that weird coincidence for me too. The day after my dad died was the 2 year anniversary of work. So those two things are always going to be inseparably connected. Yeah, well, yeah. I'm thinking about another T-shirt. What I got to do is come up with a good design. I got kind of the nebula of an idea in there, but it needs a lot of refinement. Rhonda's got to order 5 now. Sorry about that. Well, maybe we can give you a bulk discount. Buy 5 or more, get them for 20% off. Morning glories attract pollinators. Well, I have always tried to put things in my yard that are attractive to hummingbirds and bees and that kind of stuff, butterflies. Yeah, my dad was a great guy. I miss him. Yeah, Charlotte and Logan. You'll have to wait a little while though, because I haven't even made up what's going to be on them yet. I don't even know what's going to be on them. So I hope there'll be some more at some point. I've seen plants that follow the sun like that and close at night. I had some like daisies, I think, that did that in my yard in California. I learned a lot of good things from my dad. A picture of Lowe's with some bombs falling on it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we want to do anything violent, but how's my puzzle going? The puzzle's going slowly, honestly. That's a really complicated puzzle, and sometimes I get a little frustrated with if I spend a whole bunch of time on it and I can't even find one piece. So right now, not a lot's going on, but it's out, and at some point, I'll sit down and work on it. The other one, I got two puzzles a year ago Christmas for my mom, and the other one went together in a few days, but this one I'm struggling with a little bit. Yeah, I am going to try something else with the cabinets. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to take a little time to think about that, and we'll revisit that project at some point because I don't want to just jump into another bad thing. Right, Bite? Come on up here. They want to see you. They do. There he is. What did my father pass from? For most of his adult life, he had back problems, and he in the last few years, he was taking painkillers, basically acetaminophen, like an industrial strength acetaminophen, to control the pain. And I guess that destroyed his liver and his kidney, and basically that was what took him. See, I can pet you without even having to look at you, because I can just see you on the screen. Industrial strength. It's a more a prescription type acetaminophen. Acetaminophen is like, I guess, the active ingredient in Tylenol, and they tell you that you can destroy your kidney and your liver if you take too much of it. Well, the prescription strength acetaminophen is even worse, and That's uh, that's ultimately what happened. Lower my expectations and lows. Yeah, in this case, I don't think it's better. It's possible to get much lower. Bite's a good boy. Yeah, look at him sitting here looking at the camera, mugging for the camera, aren't you? Wow. He's my buddy. Does the white chair roll well? You mean the one back there? I guess. Trust me, Logan, there's nothing about Bite that's small. He's just a long ways away, so he's a big boy. Big fat belly there. Home Depot rules, that's true. I have never had a bad experience with them. In fact, I think I'm going to maybe go out and go get my trailer tomorrow for from Home Depot. So I want to do that because they got a special deal on them right now. It's like $150 off. So that's a good time to do that, right? Lights up on the arm of the chair. I can tip the camera off and stop chopping off the top of my head. Yeah, I made the desk. That was one of my projects years ago. It was made for one corner in my house in California. And one of the issues of my house in California is it had very, very high ceilings. And that part there was another shelf up about this height and it wouldn't fit in there. And if you remember, there was one video right after I moved into the house where I cut that off. Yeah, I think part of it was my dad was kind of self-medicating a little bit with that. I don't know specifically, but it may have been one of those things that the doctors didn't know what was going on here. Hi, Angela. How are you? I love the Home Depot trips too. You know, I could spend hours in that place. Now, a lot of times when it comes to projects around the house, you know, I'll wander around Home Depot and just to get inspired. It's funny how that works with some people. See if he can get his head in there. I don't think he can. Have to be careful because he'll get his head in there and he won't be able to get it back out again. And then I'll be chasing the cat around with a jug on his head. If that happens, we'll have to rename you and call you Jughead. Now. In the process of trying to get it out, he got like two or three of them out and they all fell to the floor. So he decided to go after him. I'd like to think that I am a great asset to Home Depot. Angela's going to Hawaii tomorrow. That sounds like fun. I love Hawaii. My friend Matt lives on the Big Island, and I visited him a number of times. Not recently, though. Maybe we can kind of get back into that habit. I kind of stopped doing it for a while there because I couldn't really afford to take the trips. But now that I'm doing a little bit better and in a little bit better shape financially, maybe. I am silly, Charlotte and Logan. I am. Are you being silly too, laying on the floor? Yeah, now's the time to go to Hawaii because it's off season and there really isn't a bad time of year in Hawaii. People just don't think of going in the middle of March. And so that's when, everybody wants to go in the summer, but it's almost always summer in Hawaii. It's always good when a company realizes that they have a problem and turns it around, gets their act together here. If Mike got his head stuck in a treat jar, he would be meowing. He'd be yeah, he'd be running around like a lunatic. That's what would be happening. I wish my Home Depot had a tool rental place. The one near my house in California did. That came in handy sometimes. When right, a year or two before I moved out of the house in California, I had to paint the house because that was a requirement for the HOA. Everybody had to repaint their houses, and I elected to do it on my own. And one of the things I needed to do before I start was pressure wash the house so that I wasn't painting on dirt. And it was really easy to get a pressure washer at Home Depot. But this one doesn't seem to do that. Hi, VNA. How are you? No, he's back. You gonna come on up? I would probably get two more batteries for the chainsaw, just because it'd be nice to be able to charge one or two of them while you're using the other one. Gas is 3.79. Yeah, it's almost $3 here, which is, I mean, that's $1.15, $1.20 more than it was a year ago. The clock on the shelf, you mean that one there? Yeah, that belonged to my grandparents for many, many years. And when they passed, it came to me. Yeah, Jordan was here a couple weeks ago. If you watched, I don't know if it was the most recent vlog now or two vlogs back, but that was him being here. We went to the Dr. Pepper Museum and we went to the Twisted Root Burger Place. You remember I took you to Twisted Root Burger Place a couple years ago in one of my restaurant vlogs. Yeah, yeah, that was fun too when he came to my house when I did Halloween that one year. You got to meet Jaw. That's great. Jaw's a great dog. Yeah, and this whole Ukrainian nonsense that isn't going to do anything but hurt gas prices. It's sad. There's one action that the president could take right now that would they would both lower gas prices and hurt the Russian economy and kind of dissuade Russia from doing what it's doing, and that would be open up our own oil reserves. But I don't get him sometimes. Yeah, Jaw is spoiled rotten. Yeah, it's really sad what's going on in the Ukraine right now, and the rest of the world's reaction is really sad too. Do I get tired of the wet only texture from the Instant Pot? Don't you wish crunchy or crunky crunchy sometimes? No, well, I mean, I don't cook everything in the Instant Pot. I cook things that work well in the Instant Pot. If I want crunchy, I got the oven or the stove or the barbecue. So, I guess I'd get bored with that if I was only eating stuff out of the Instant Pot, but it's one tool among many. Well, I think they released some from the strategic reserve, but that's a big difference between that and opening up our own domestic supply. I mean, just a year ago we were energy independent. We were actually exporting oil. We did that. We could drop the price of gas, and right now that's where Putin's getting all his money from. That's how he's paying for all this, is by selling oil to the rest of the world, including us. And if we started our own domestic production, the price of fuel would drop drastically, and that would stop. It would be an option to slow down what Putin's doing because he's paying for it with oil revenue. Is that a new feature that you're talking about? You say there's a pair of scissors on the top of the live chat where it says record a clip. Never seen that before. I'm not seeing it here. It must be, but then again, I can record the whole thing if I want. Yeah, I don't want Trudeau either. I was actually going to ask what you think about that, but I'm trying to keep this apolitical, but we are kind of moving in that direction, aren't we? Oh yeah, Jaws, Jordan's co-host, definitely. There's no doubt about it. You're right, John. Roberta moved to Texas. Nice house. Got 50 acres. That'd be nice. Grow your own food. Open up a new restaurant soon. 50 acres, I think, would be a little too much for me. I'm kind of happy with what I have now. I wouldn't mind maybe a little bit more property, but hey, look who's back. It's a really pollen day in Florida, huh? Pollen's off the charts. It's actually really warm and humid outside today. I mean, it feels warmer than it is. I think it's only about 70 degrees, but there's just a nice warm breeze coming off the Gulf. When I meet that special someone, will I be live streaming the wedding? I don't know. Probably invite Jordan and have him vlog it like he did Michael's wedding. Oak trees and grass pollen. Okay, must be warm enough where that's all happening. But I guess probably around this time of year, this is when the buds start happening. Because I guess about this time of year, was when I was right about the point. I had a couple of maple trees in the backyard in California, and about the time all the leaves from the previous season stopped falling off the tree, the new buds would start popping, and within a couple days, I mean, you'd go from just these little teeny tiny buds to like full blown leaves in just a few days. It's really really amazing how fast that happens. These cats aren't allowed on the kitchen counters, but they got enough shelves that they can go on that they seem to stay away from that. I think the thing that I do that discourages them from jumping up onto the counter is the fact that the counter is like this high off the ground. On the shelves that they're allowed to get onto, it's made to the point where each shelf is 12 or 14 inches, from something they can jump from. And so, yeah, the only places these cats are allowed to get very high off the ground is in their own room. And honestly, they aren't really that big about being there. There's one shelf in one corner of the room that they both seem to like to hang out on. It's about 4 feet off the ground. And I think they probably choose it because it's far away from the door, and they get good vision to the window outside. They like to be able to look outside. Rhonda has a problem with kitty litter in her food. Yeah, I think I'm on the same page there. When are we going to see my mom? Yeah, we're going to try. We're working on it. One of these days, I do want to do a live stream with her. I think she'd enjoy doing it, and I think you'd all enjoy meeting her. Just got to get off my butt and do something about it. 99% Irish would get a cat in a second, but is allergic to the dander. Okay, yeah, that would be a limiting factor, I would think. Yeah, I think she wants to. I think she wants to do a live stream too. Have I ever used a Bluetooth USB plug for a recycled laptop? No, I can't. I don't think I have. I mean, I suppose I can't see any reason it wouldn't work. You feed your skinny pig lots of veggies, and she started stealing the veggies. DNA is a dog person. I like dogs. I don't have a problem with dogs. I think the reason I have cats right now is just that cats are a little bit more independent. The problem with dogs, I think, would be an issue because I'm gone 12 hours a day. I wouldn't want to leave a dog home that long. And then when I get home from work, it's like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to do anything, doggy. Sorry. Angela's got to go get ready for a trip to Hawaii. Have fun, Angela. That sounds like you're going to have a blast. They make them for a mouse and a keyboard, huh? I mean, why don't you just get a wireless mouse and a keyboard? Yeah, I can't even imagine working two jobs. I'm so lucky to be in the situation I'm in, though. That was really, a stroke of good luck that dropped in my lap with that company. Your mom watches the dog. Yeah, see, that's it. It's just me here. You too, Angela. Have a great week. You're the moms. You take care of all the animals. Yeah, see, that's it. And it's just me. So I wouldn't be able to take care of that. It wouldn't be good to have a dog, without. I've been thinking it'd be fun to get like a parrot again. I had a parrot when I was younger, but for the same reason, parrots are very bonded to people, to their human. And so, if I'm gone all day, that's going to be really a stressful time. I don't want to do that. Is my life how I expected to turn out? No, but I'm happy with the results. Yeah, I'm not so concerned about the litter box. I just don't want them being alone for long periods of time. Dogs need a certain amount of attention from their human. Yeah, I agree. That's why he's gone. But he'll show up again, I'm sure. Just log on to another account. Yeah, I got a couple of wireless mice, but I still primarily go with the wired ones. I've heard that the convoy is headed towards Washington D.C. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It was good to see Jordan and Jaw again. We had a blast. Honestly, we just kind of had fun, kind of hung out and did that kind of stuff. So it was fun to see him. He was actually here twice. Uh, Once, he was here for a couple days while I was off of work for a couple days, and then about the time I went back to work, uh, he went off again for a few days, and then popped up again a week ago, and basically just kind of spent the night here, and then took off. I think he went. That was when he went to Mardi Gras. The Olive Garden pasta sauce is pretty good. If that turns out good, send me that recipe, Tracy. Maybe we'll try that. That's always been what I love. I love Italian food, but I can't find a really flavorful pasta sauce. I just remember pasta sauce when I was a kid used to have just way more flavor. It's like it's all really bland now. Can you play games on the Chromebook? I don't know why you couldn't. Depends on what the technology can handle. Your dog is definitely a Velcro dog, huh? Follows you around constantly but doesn't cause any problems. We'd have to be careful that when we turn around, yeah, I quit. Right, you can trip over them. I have tried marinara sauce, and it's kind of the same thing. Do you ever regret that you waste a bunch of time trolling vloggers? Yeah, as long as he doesn't figure that out. Yeah, like I said, he's wasting his life away. Spending all the time it takes to create a bunch of new accounts just to come on here and have me block him in 1 second. Just not much of a cost benefit. I guess it's really important for him to prove to the world how big of an idiot and a loser he is. It's one troll, yeah. Because I mean, what's the likelihood? We don't have trolls for months and months and months, and all of a sudden, 20 different usernames come in on the same day, and one gets kicked off, and then the next one comes on. Then they get kicked off, and the next one comes on. You know, it's he's going to do it until he gets bored or arrested. Yeah, I don't even try ragu. I don't know. I haven't thought about what I'm making for dinner tonight. Play it by ear. I don't know. Maybe some pasta. I haven't had that in a long time. Now, what he's getting out of this, though, is all of us are insulting him, revealing what how big of a loser he really is. Well, that's what how this vlog or how this live stream usually goes. VNA. We all start talking about food, and then all of a sudden we're all hungry. It's our own fault. Never had one of those George Foreman grill, but I guess a lot of people like them. Chicken pot pies, that sounds good too. Good morning, Linda from California. Human beings and food. What you gonna do? Yeah, right. Cheesecake pie sounds good too. And Debbie's making a quiche. That's okay. I do a lot of stuff in the oven. I'm not just, this isn't the Instant Pot channel. If there's something that's good in the oven, I've done all sorts of recipes on the stove, on the oven, on the barbecue. That would be one heck of a piece of technology, VNA, to be able to share food through the internet. Morning, Linda. The YouTube censors caught Rhonda this time. I guess saying the word fat is triggering YouTube. You like the shirt? Thank you. Homemade. Yeah, and I'm not an instant pot guy. I love instant pot, but it's that's not what the food channels are always about. You hit it in put it in the microwave and just hit send. Yeah, I'm waiting for that technology. Love the tie dye shirt. Yeah, I do too. I got a few of them, so yeah, cast iron, the Dutch oven. That was I've only actually done one thing on there, and it actually turned out really well. Yeah, I'm gonna do something else on the cabinets. I haven't decided what yet. We're gonna take a break on that for a while. Oh, there's Jeff. I saw some people saying hi, Jeff, and I said, "Wait, where's Jeff?" Taste-O-Vision. Yeah, there you go. Good morning, David and Terry. You just watched the shirt of me of us making the teas with Jordan. Yeah, that was a while ago because I was back in the old house, sitting in a loud barbecue restaurant. Okay, so can you read lips? Barbecue sounds good. Never tried hard-boiled eggs in the instant pot. Okay, yeah, Jeff can't hear us, so we should all talk about him, right? Talk about him behind his back. Yeah, yeah, the t-shirts were, I don't know, probably 5 years ago, I think, because that was well before I moved. I don't think it's going to be an issue because I don't plan on moving. I've cooked just a couple things. What was it? I cooked. I have to go back and look at my recipes here, but I did one or two things in the cast iron. In the Dutch oven, I think I did some sort of a casserole. Didn't I do like a enchilada casserole or something like that? I think that's what I did in the instant pot or then in the cast iron. Where's Bite now? Bite's just right down here on the ground, staring up at me. It's like, okay, when are the treats coming? Gonna make you stretch a little bit here. He knows I get a little out of reach, so just lunge at it. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, Debbie's giving us the recipe for eggs in the Instant Pot. 8 eggs, 8 ounces of water, 8 minutes pressure. Quick release, put the eggs in ice water. That sounds actually pretty easy. All right, thanks for stopping in, 99% Irish. Yeah, be careful of the pollen. Don't let the pollen get you. Oh, I'm sorry, Roberta. I hate it when I lose a pet. That's sad. Nibble's never been much of a participant in the live stream. She'll sometimes come out right at the beginning, but she didn't even really make much of an appearance today. Thank you for not shaking it. What, shaking what? I don't know. Are you talking about this? Is somebody shaking this? That sometimes makes Nibble come. That made Bite here. Bite's right here now. Yeah, it's good seeing you too, Debbie. Don't see you in here all the time. On the menu tonight, Hawaiian pulled pork sliders, French fries, coleslaw, pineapple, upside down muffin cake. Sounds good. You know it, Rhonda. Evil to the core. The time is dinner. Yeah, right. We need that upside down recipe. You know, it would be a funny gimmick for for cooking an upside down recipe. If I shot the video upside down, had the camera upside down the whole time. I don't know, would you watch that? It'd be a funny practical joke, wouldn't it? All right, Jeff's gonna check in afterwards. We got a while to go here, so hopefully we'll see him. Black Dot doesn't think that an upside down video would be funny, huh? Well, it'd be really funny too because if people watch it on their cell phone, they think, okay, we'll flip it over, and then the video flips over again. You have to disable auto orientation in order to make that work. You watched my couch for the whole day, so yeah, that's true. That's true. Also, April's just around the corner. That would be an funny April Fool's joke. You make hard-boiled eggs in an air fryer too, huh? You can just make eggs everywhere, can't you? Took apart and rebuilt an older large soda stream. You know, if I was really to the point where I was drinking soda at home, I'd probably buy one. But I don't keep soda in the house anymore. Haven't in a long time. It's amazing. It makes burping fun again. Oh, come on. That's an absolute lie, Peg. Burping is always fun. Only put lemon juice in your soda stream. Yeah, that's. I bet you can make something to be very healthy. Soda just stopped being kind of a central point in my world a long time ago. I still have them, for like lunch at work and stuff like that, or for a snack at work, but I don't keep it in the house anymore. And I've been off caffeine for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years for the most part. Never liked carbonated water that much. Carbonated grapefruit juice, that might be interesting. Tonight, your girlfriend and you are going to make upside down pineapple cake. Have I ever made one? No, I haven't made one of those. Yeah, Uncle Brett can burp. Do I bring my own lunch to work? No, they got a cafeteria at work. Every once in a while, I will, because the cafeteria, for instance, doesn't work on Saturdays or Sundays. So, so in those days, you can either bring something from home or eat something out of one of the machines. And I try to avoid that if I can. Hard habit to break, no pop or coffee. It wasn't really hard for me though, because I think the problem that most people have is the caffeine withdrawals, and caffeine never really worked on me. So, you know, just stopping at cold turkey just, was a very easy thing to do. I never developed the taste for coffee, and so I think I've had 2 cups of coffee in my life and never really been that into them. Now I love the smell of coffee. I love coffee candy, coffee ice cream, but and I bet you if I had a good cup of coffee, I'd probably like it. But I never really decided to go that route. I've never even been in a Starbucks, and I can't see myself wanting to get into, a $5 a hit habit of any kind. Vending machine food definitely gets old pretty quick. You're a Dew-aholic. Never developed the taste for Mountain Dew. That's caffeinated, isn't it? Doesn't Mountain Dew, or yeah, doesn't Mountain Dew have caffeine in it? I'm a Sprite person, and I like that because it's refreshing. It's got a good flavor to it, and no caffeine. It's not heavy like that. You worked at Starbucks, so not worth the money. Yeah, yeah. Mountain Dew has caffeine. Okay, that's what I thought. Used to be I'd be a big Coke or Pepsi drinker, and now I drink one. It's like I don't even like the taste. I remember Jolt. I used to drink Jolt Cola. Even then, it didn't really seem to do anything for me. I'd drink something caffeinated, and then I'd go home and go to sleep. It'd have the opposite effect. Caffeine is illegal in Canadian clear beverages. That's something government shouldn't be doing. That's just me. I mean, that's just a level of meddling that doesn't make any sense to me. Gas station sushi. Yeah, that's uh that's one of those things that you just don't want to trust. I do like the fact that the grocery store that HEB has a nice sushi section, and I mean they hand make it right there in the store, so it's fresh, it's good, and it's yummy. Drinking blackberry ginger ale right now. No, it's church time for Gene. Goodbye, Gene. Have a good rest of the day. Have a good rest of the week. Thank you, Tracy Rothmeyers. Good seeing you again. Gas station food also terrible. Yeah, that's true. Actually, there are exceptions. Sometimes you get gas stations that like have a fast food place in it. Then it's only as good or bad as whatever the fast food is. Raw fish, yummy, 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 with lots of wasabi. Lots of wasabi will clear your sinuses. I've heard of Moxie soda. I've never had one. But there's a lot of things that people like in the soda world that I'm not a fan of. I don't like, I don't like root beer. It's too heavy. I don't like Dr. Pepper, which is almost blasphemous living in Waco. Don't like cherry Coke. I had a Big Red for the first time a while back. I am not into that either. It's such a big thing here in Texas, but it ain't for me. That one hot dog on the carousel. Yeah, yeah, I know. You wonder how long it's been there. Is it even a real hot dog, or is it just some piece of rubber that's been sitting there forever? No sushi, no spicy. Man, oh man, I don't think I could live with that. Only two live streams that Peg Tooth watches in a week, and it's mine and Cast Iron Chaos. All right, I appreciate that. We had a big red float after Jordan vlogged the Dr. Pepper Museum. That place is a lot of fun to check out. You remember I went there a couple years ago, and it was fun going back again. Mystery meat. Oh yeah, I get migraine headaches too. No fun. I hate them. I hate them a lot. Where's the baby cat? Well, I don't know. If this isn't the baby cat, it must be Nibble. Nibble's in her room. I could shake the kitty treat jar and she might come out. All right, you talked me into it. Let's see if we can get Nibble to make an appearance here. That usually is enough to work. Or not. No, not you. I wasn't calling you. Calling your sister. I guess it's not going to work this time. Enjoying her nap too much, I guess, huh? Yeah, it was fun to see Jordan again. Jordan and Jaw. I do hear some rumblings back there. Maybe she is coming down. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, yeah, there she is. She just pulled around the corner there. You see her peeking out there. She's still with us. All right, Black Dot's checking out. Thanks for stopping in, Black Dot. Great talking to you. Hey, Nibble. Making her entrance. Yes, she is. Kind of make sure that I can distract Bite enough so that I can get one to nibble. Because otherwise Bite will steal them all. I guess she got that one. Nibble just cut him off. That was awesome. Okay, here's one for you, Bite. And another one for Nibble. And another one for Bite. Another one for Nibble if she decides to go for it. Yeah, she got it. Okay. That's enough. You're fat enough as it is. Let's see, what have I missed? Mountain Dew has lots of caffeine. Yeah, that's what I thought. What's for dinner tonight? Haven't really figured it out yet, but we were talking about pasta a little while ago, and that sounds good. You're gonna have pickle salad, dill pickle salad from Costco, and plain chicken breast. Now you're thinking pineapple upside down cake. Part of this delicious, nutritious dinner, huh? Yeah, so Nibbles baby cat. Okay, that's good to know. Roomba pet launcher, treat launcher, yeah. They fight. Sometimes they don't fight, but they'll have little territorial scuffles where, you know, they'll hiss at each other for a second, but they don't really fight. Are the blackberries that I planted thornless? I guess we'll find out. I hope so. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, Mark. I made that same transition about 5, 6 years ago. Now I don't even really like the taste of Pepsi or Coke or any of that stuff. I'm mostly a Sprite person, but I will do Seven Up or even what is the Pepsi equivalent? Sierra Mist. That's all right. I'm pretty much just going with the decaffeinated stuff. So that's something I kind of look for. I can and will drink a Coke or Pepsi if I have to, but just prefer the other way. You planted some thornless blackberries a couple years ago, and they produce quite a bit. They're about the size of my thumb. That sounds really good. Thank you, Elvis. I appreciate that. How many people could say they got a super chat from Elvis Presley? Huh? Did you get one? No. Thanks, Elvis. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, because you can see the kitties. They're starving to death. They clearly are. You got two cats fighting right now. Well, I plant tree soil stabilizing plants above the cave. Um, there's not really a sprinkler head back there, so basically there is soil up there, and anything that grows will just kind of be growing naturally there. I'm not going to plant anything. Now, what I did do is I took like the remainders of tomatoes, the remainders of whatever jalapenos and stuff like that that were left over from the garden, and I just kind of put them there. So who knows? But we'll see what grows. It's basically if it grows and kind of covers up the area, then that's kind of cool for a flash. And if not, then we'll see what happens. Cat is playing fetch with you right now. Huh. Yeah, there's been some boycotts of Russian stuff here too. I've been hearing about. Been hearing that they're like boycotting Russian vodka. So I guess I'll have to buy another brand of vodka. So the morning glories are annuals. Okay. Yeah, like I said, the area on top of her cave is just going to kind of be, whatever grows there grows there. There's no sprinkler heads in the area to really deal with the with that area, so it's going to be an issue of whatever rain comes, and there'll be some rain in the summer, and that'll be enough, I think, to keep something growing there. Maybe you couldn't find Russian vodka there if you were in the market. Well, I've heard a lot of stores are just pulling it off the shelves. Yeah, however it's grown, I like wasabi. I think I even have some in the fridge. Just because if you buy grocery store sushi, it's they don't ever give you enough. But wasabi is even good on cooked fish. Maybe that's what I'll have for dinner tonight. I think I got some salmon fillets in the freezer. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. Drink some sake. I've had sake before. Sake's good. Filming this afternoon, is that a question for me, or are you filming? I guess I could see that. I could see wasabi on ham. I always think of it with sushi, but and I've had it with like ahi, which is almost sushi. It's where it's seared on the outside and still kind of raw on the inside. Yum yum. Rhonda does not agree. Like wasabi on egg and spring rolls. That's interesting. Oh, it's just I would be disowned from my family if I didn't like fish. That's just a fact. can kind of see Nibble peering around there. She's closer than I thought she was. But there she goes, back to her room. Right, Nibble? Or you hear your name and you're licking your chops and hoping maybe there'll be some more kitty treats. Is that what it is? That's how it usually works, isn't it? And you're right. No, Bite stole that one from you. Too slow. Oh well. There she goes, Miss America. How would I describe wasabi and hot pepper? It's an entirely different. Wasabi is more bitter rather than spicy, but it will clear your sinuses to get a good dose of it. Holy cow, will it! Okay, David just sent me a picture of the pineapple upside down muffin cake. Cool. Look forward to seeing that. Never really thought about growing loofah sponges. No, I haven't been back to the old Chicago Pizza and Tap House, but that was a great place. I'd definitely hit that place again. Yeah, I think you're right, Connie. That's a good description of wasabi. It does taste like horseradish. I think, and now that you mention, I think they're, if not the same, made on the same ingredients. I think they're related to each other. I like horseradish too. I like things that are really spicy or have unusual flavors to them, especially things that have a real bold flavor. Hence the jalapenos and hot sauces and wasabi and horseradish. And I've never been able to find the send button on my microwave. Logan's giving me high fives. All right, there you go. High five, Logan. Don't knock the TV off the wall. I don't know if I know what that is, Vinay. Hate liver. Yeah, I've never really developed a taste for liver, and never been something I've even really. It kind of grosses me out a little bit, I think. Horseradish and Bloody Marys. I never thought of that. It's one super hot ghost pepper chip. Okay, I can imagine. Rhonda would rather chew on shoe. Okay. Thanks, David. Yeah, I bet you my dad would have enjoyed you too. Sounds like you two have a lot in common. More than just your name. Organ meats are not good for you. Yeah, I guess I could understand that. There's certain things that, like I said, don't sound that appealing. Yeah, that definitely falls into it too, Debbie. But then again, the function of the liver and the function of like lobsters is the same thing, and I love lobsters. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me it would be in the mustard family too. I definitely could see that connection. You know what your liver's been through, so definitely not eat liver. I think I understand that. I mean, it was one of those things I never really even have tried. My mom and dad weren't really into it, so my mom never prepared it. And, I'm usually pretty adventuresome on food, but uh, not really interested there. Yeah, I guess I'd kind of wish that the girls didn't learn about vodka from me, though. It's just a joke, Charlotte. It's really water. If I drank that much vodka during a live stream, I'd be asleep now. Did I end up getting the hot Dr. Pepper? No. No, I even though I'm not really a fan of Dr. Pepper, I did actually get regular Dr. Pepper just because, if any place that I want to, that you want to try a Dr. Pepper, it's at the place that invented it, right? So, I mean, I'm just not a huge fan of Dr. Pepper. I don't like the flavor. It's too sweet for me. I don't know if they'd mix horseradish wasabi and hot sauce together. Gotta wonder if that would almost become volatile. What's the most popular beer in Texas? I don't really know because I don't drink things based on popularity. I actually like finding little unknown breweries. I've been to a couple of them. We went to the Waco Ale Company, we went to the Bear Arms Brewery, and we went to the Brotherwell Brewery. And it's just fun trying something new. I'm not a go with the crowd kind of because if I went with the crowd, I'd be drinking like Bush beer or Miller Lite or Coors or something gross like that. I like my beer to taste good. Yeah, I like Voodoo Ranger. That's a definite favorite. Got some of that in the fridge right now. I've seen the Lone Star beer. I've never tasted it. I've never tried it. I don't know. I'm not really into pilsners, and so that rules out. Your Millers, your Coors, your Budweisers. I like beers that have a little bit more flavor, and generally, what's also nice about the more flavorful beers is usually when you spend a little bit of time trying to enhance the flavor, you also get a little bit higher alcohol content too. I mean, that's sort of kind of one of the reasons for drinking beer, right? Hubby drinks Molson Ultra. I've never tried that. Is that a keto friendly beer? Like I said, I tend to be drawn towards something local, something I've never seen before. I got a friend that used to be, well, still is into music, my friend Matt, and he says oftentimes he'd go into the record store and just thumb through things and find something with an interesting label he's never heard of and pull it out and buy it and give it a shot. And I'm kind of the same way with beer. I'll go in and look for something that has, some interesting picture or something interesting on the label, and we'll try that. Hubby is a Rush fan, so he bought a couple of beers they made. Were they any good? I should Google Unibrow beer. Some of it is actually cork stopped. Huh. Yeah, I've had chili beers. Those are good. So was this your dog that died? They were golden ale. He said, nope, they were awful. Yeah, see, if I were like part of a band like Rush and was gonna produce my own beer, I'd want to make sure it was a good beer. Of course, then again, if I was gonna produce my beer, even if I wasn't a band like Rush, I'd still want it to be a good beer. So maybe being in a band has nothing to do with it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Roberta. That's hard. I hate losing pets, and unfortunately, in my case, I've never had a pet that just died on their own. I've always had to put them down, and that's always really hard. That's the worst part of it. Had three dogs, had to put them all down. I've had, cats. I've had to put them down. I've even had to put my sister's cat down because she couldn't do it. I would like to try bottling my own brew. Try something like that at one point. I've heard of people doing it. It'd be fun. Roberta's going to have a few beers today. Well, then it's a good thing to be talking about beers. I know you always wonder when you put one down, is there something else I could have done? I mean, the last cat I had diabetes at the end of his life, and I spent $10,000 trying to keep that cat alive in the last month or month and a half, and ultimately still had to put him down. It was hard. Actually had an actual brewmaster living on your street every Friday during lockdown. He would leave an 8 pack on someone's porch. Oh man, how awesome is that? Yeah, I know it's hard to do. I mean, you just got to remember all the love you get from your pets when they're with you. That'll help you through. I don't think I could ever go through life not having some sort of an animal in my life. I've had some sort of a pet, my entire life ever since I was, 5 or 6 years old. You love the German beer. You can't wait to do some traveling when you get to when you can and have the time. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's a hard subject to talk to the girls about. I hear you. Thank you, Dr. Susan. I'll definitely look at that when I get a chance because I love chicken pot pies. Yeah, I know it's the same with Bite and Nibble. They're 14, 15 years old, so I know I'll have to deal with that someday too. I haven't ever tried bok choy. No, not even sure what it is. Yeah, I know. It's kind of the same way with me, Rhonda. I love having an animal in my life to, just kind of be around and be with sometimes. Gotta love anything with pie in the title, right? Dogs and cats really are part of the family. You're right. Yeah, I know. It's hard when you have to put them down or when you lose them, but it's worth it for all the love that you get from them and that you give to them. I wouldn't trade any of the pets I've ever had. Yeah, Bite's my buddy too. I've called Bite my buddy a number of times. That's my buddy. Yeah, speaking of my buddy, there he is right there. Cat has a bad hip and can't get under the bed anymore. Just yells beside the bed. You pick him up. Jaw's kind of getting that way a little too. It was an interesting situation too when I had my when I first got Bite and Nibble because I still had my other cat, from that was before them, and he was the old man, and Bite and Nibble were always the ones torturing him because they were 4 months old, 5 months old. He was 12 or 14 years. So, well, you remember when Jordan checked out Jaws DNA? It shows how accurate it is because they very, very precisely identified, what breed Jaw is. Chihuahua, a Terrier, and kind of Doberman too. If you look at Jaw, his fur especially is very Doberman-like. Would I ever consider getting a dog? Yes, but probably not right now because I work 12 and a half plus hour days, and it wouldn't be fair to a dog. Yeah, I'd be home all day on my weekends, but I just don't think how it'd be very much of a life for a dog at this point, while I'm working all day. I don't know, maybe when I retire. Cat is watching the screen. She loves my vlogs. All right. I'll take any viewer I can get. That's true, Roberta. Dogs and cats do love you unconditionally. Your dog struggles is 100% dump truck, huh? You suspect a certain cat may have a daddy who is a Jersey cow, huh? Would that be a certain cat here named Bite? Could be. Well, anyway, I've been going for 2 hours now, so it's starting to get a little hoarse, and I got to keep a little bit of my voice to do a video today. So I'm going to pull the plug on this one. Thanks everyone for watching. Had a good time today. I'll see you next time. Good night.